guys, welcome to DVR Club, a very special DVR Club. We're here at Lincoln Hall with Shamir. He's a pretty awesome guy. His album Ratchet's out now. He's just about to do a show here at Lincoln Hall. Before that, we're going to talk about Law & Order Special Victims Unit, one of my favorite shows and one of your favorite shows, right?
Yeah, it's the only Law & Order I can watch.
It's the only one you can watch?
Yeah.
Why can't you watch the other ones?
I mean, this is going to sound like really dark, but it's just the fact that they're dealing with like sexual relation crimes is kind of more entertaining.
So you don't, the other ones are just...
I think that's the most popular one, right? I mean...
It's the only one that's still on now,
see?
Right? Yeah.
I mean, it's not just me, obviously.
Mm-hmm. The other ones are just too boring, is what you're saying.
It's just like, I don't want to hear about people like embezzling money and like shit like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's definitely pretty great. It definitely has my favorite characters. So who's your favorite character on the show?
I mean, obviously, I know this is like basic, but she is the best, Olivia Benson. Like, she's like the epitome of like a badass woman doing her thing in the 21st century and some of the 20th century.
Yeah, I love her. I love Stabler too, and I really miss their chemistry in the show. Like, I feel like it loses a lot now that he's gone. And she just has to deal with all these like guys who are kind of losers.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes her look better.
That's true. Yeah,
I feel like Stabler was just kind of just like tumor for her.
So what's your very favorite episode then?
My favorite episode is a tie. It's between when Olivia went undercover in that women's prison. She gets raped by like one of the prison guards or whatever.
She gets raped. Spoiler alert, guys.
I mean, it's such an old episode. If you haven't watched it, then like leave. It's just like so sad because, you know, Olivia is just such like a badass and she's just like a strong, independent woman. And like she doesn't want to admit that she got hurt, but she did. And eventually she had to like, you know, go to therapy and stuff. It's like, it's deep shit.
You're a cop. Who's the bitch now?
Is it one of those ones where it ends like she gets raped and that's the end? Or is it like,
I think it was like, that was like the end. And then I think it was like, I think it was either Ice-T or Stabler like comes up to her like at the end. It was like, did he hurt you? And then I think she like reluctantly like says yes by like having a tear fall down or something.
It's the closest I've ever come.
I think it was like something really intense like that.
Okay, so then what's your next favorite episode? I want to watch after that.
Okay, my next favorite episode is the one where one of like the rookie like forensics guy or whatever, but everybody kind of like knocks him around because he's like young and or new or whatever.
They're like making fun of him?
They're like not making fun of him, but they're like, you know, like rookie, like, you know your place, like settle down because he's like very eager or whatever. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure he has a crush on Benson. And then eventually, I guess he just had his breaking point and he just went crazy. He tied Stabler up.
He's tied Stabler up?
Yeah.
He's like a little guy,
I know. I think he like knocked him out, tied Stabler up. I think he like cut him a few times and maybe eventually shot him. I felt so bad for Benson because she had to like con him and was like, fuck Stabler, he's gross, like, let's do this together.
She's so good at this.
I know, she's like such a good actress. She's like, let's do this together. She even made out with him and then like fucked him up, obviously.
Okay, so then what's your least favorite episode?
My least favorite episode is the one, it's like a more recent one. Is guest star by the lady who plays Poussey in Orange is the New Black. So I was like really excited for it. Her character, pretty much like her mom told her that her dad like molested her and that's why he's in prison. But apparently she was like talking to him in prison and was like, no, your mom put you up to it. Like, that's not what really happened or blah, 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 blah. So she started believing him and like they took it to trial, reopened his case and everything. And then he eventually gets off. And then at like the end of the episode, when like he hugs her, like Benson is like looking her in the eyes and she starts crying like, oh, maybe he did like molest me or whatever. And I was like, why would they end it like this?
So you got no closure?
No closure at all. It was just so just like back and forth. It's like, did he rape her? Did he molest her? I don't know.
There's a couple where they do that and it's always
but this
like,
one wasn't resolved. Like sometimes they do like kind of like get like to the point, but this just you just never know.
Oh,
and
man.
he probably
so what
just
do you
like
think?
got out. I don't know what you think. That's the bad thing. Like I don't know what to think.
Which one do you want?
Because he seemed, especially since he's out, I wanted him to be innocent. Mm-hmm. And he seemed very genuine, and like her mom seemed very like ridiculous. So I don't know what to think. I still like lie up late at night thinking about that episode.
Well, maybe they'll do a follow-up episode now that he's out. and he'll commit another crime, then you'll know for sure.
I doubt it.
Let's do a little speculating here. Put this in speculation corner. How much longer do you think this show has in it? How much longer do you think it can go on? Do you, like, could it just go on forever? Like, there's a part of me where it's like, yeah, I'll never get bored of watching these
I'm pretty sure it
stories.
can like go on forever. Okay, so I feel like once it hits the 20-year mark, then maybe
They'll end it. That's what they did with Law and
Maybe
Order.
they'll end it.
It hit the 20-year mark. And
or
then,
they'll start thinking about if we should end it or continue it, depending on how much people are watching.
Mm-hmm.
But they just can keep it going forever, like Degrassi. Like, who knows?
Would you want it without Benson, though?
No,
She is.
No, she
eventually gonna
is.
get
I mean,
tired.
especially at this point, like in these latter seasons,
Mm-hmm.
like people tune in pretty much just for her.
Some people
and
just
she
tune
gets
in
paid
for
a
Ice-T,
lot.
though. I'm sure she makes a ton of money.
Yeah.
Do you think she gets bored doing that character? Like, I love like Mariska Hargitay so
Yeah.
much. I really want to see her do somebody else for once.
I think she would. I would get bored at playing the same character for 1,000 years too, but it's such a dynamic character.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking to us about this. I was really excited when I heard it was going to be SVU. I was really excited when I heard it was going to be me talking to you. I guess for now we'll just say goodbye. That's it. Goodbye, DVR Club.